I've got a poem here which I wrote, and it's called Recital from Afar. A piano drifts across the lawn, rolled down steps in carefree arpeggio, a legato as sunlight padding round a shadow, a chord as a plum falling from a branch, a fleet aeolian and a game of pearls. Snatches of mazurka prick the grass, inflections of the dance lilt the dandelions, yellow ears cocked to the leaps. Glowering trees shake clenched branches at fulminated rage over pennies that fall on deaf ears, a garden of silence prepared for clamouring sound. Espaliered fruit tree fans its fingers to cat's cradle fugue, slow, then stretto against receiving bricks. Sails and veils combine in mists of fabric and air, breath of wine through the open door. A wanderer through the woods follows his steps through changing flowers. He seeks the land through endless valleys and hills. Where art thou? Where art thou? And as the shadows fall to the flats, lithe, languid, seeking out of nocturne, lamplight to dreams, closed lid to sleep, and at last the waltz that forgets itself.
Any more poems today?
Well, I suppose I should just say a bit about that one.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty obvious, I suppose. A fleet aeolian. There's a Chopin etude in A flat, which is sometimes known as the Aeolian harp. It's in A flat major. It begins the second set, I believe. And Game of Pearls is a reference to Jeu Perlé, which was a style of piano playing involving very light, fleet finger movements, so the notes sounded like a string of pearls. Thought to be, by some people, not really to be possible on modern, heavy, clunky pianos, not like the lovely ones they had in the old days. Mazurka, that's a Polish dance, which has I think a leap on one of the beats. I think the second beat, I'm not quite sure, which is what the dandelions are listening out for. Rage Over Lost Pennies by Beethoven, and it falls on deaf ears because of course he couldn't hear, but of course the sounds were going on his head despite the silence of the garden. The fruit tree was a fugue, okay, so Sails, Veils and Mists are actually names of Debussy piano preludes. Sails and veils is actually the same word in French. Voile, I think it's called. And then mists is bruyère. So that's why they're in that sentence. Oh, and also the La Puerta del Vino, if I've pronounced that correctly, probably not. The door to the wine cellar, another Debussy piano prelude. The Wanderer. Well, there's a Wanderer fantasy by Schubert. It's based on a song that he wrote, which is a setting of a poem by Schmidt von Lübeck, and it involves a wanderer who can't find the land of his dreams, I suppose. Wo bist du, he says. Where art thou, in old-fashioned English translations. And a nocturne is another type of piece of music, many written by Chopin, amongst others. The closed lid to sleep. Well, it could be the piano lid, couldn't it, as well as someone's eyes. ambiguous, well, or both. And the waltz that forgets itself is a reference to Liszt's Valse oubliée. Well, he wrote several, I think, and they forget themselves. They just peter out as if